Hello and welcome to the Conference for Rocket Science. I'm Ingrid Alistair, Chair and Director of the conference, and I am so pleased we have with us here today Dr. Barbara Marzahn of NASA. Dr. Marzahn has been doing extensive research on possible plant life on Mars, and she's just returned from a 9-month stay on the International Space Station. Must have been wonderful. While there, she wrote a book on her research findings called The Mars Botanist, just out from Princeton University Press. Please join me in giving a warm conference welcome to Dr. Barbara Marzahn.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here today. I like to start off all my talks with a joke. I tell you a joke about space, but it's too out of this world.
Allow me. I've heard this joke before. I tell you a joke about space, but it's too out of this world.
I'm just gonna jump right in. So, as is well known at this point, one needs both blue and red wavelengths to get reasonable plant growth in outer space.
I get it. What she's saying is that the sky is blue, Mars is red, and when blue sky meets red Mars, the plants grow.
No, actually, that is not at all what I'm saying. If you could hold your questions until the end, please, sir, I'd really appreciate that.
No, I've got a gardener, this guy I pay. I'm pretty sure he's told me before that plants can't grow in outer space. No oxygen? Makes sense.
No, actually, if you've read my book, The Mars Botanist, you'll see that in chapter 16 there is actually extensive...
Horse poop! Did you use horse poop fertilizer? How'd you get a horse to poop in space?
They actually freeze dry it. It's like that ice cream. You ever have astronaut ice cream?
I can assure you there is no freeze-dried excrement coming into space with us. If you could both please just take your seats, I can take questions after my talk.
Sir, please. You need to sit down. I'd like to hear what the doctor's got to say.
Thank you.
This woman here is making a lot of sense. What she means is, we shouldn't break in here, but later, there'll be plenty of time to talk.
All right.
Sounds good.
You've got to be kidding me.
What, did someone tell a joke? I missed it.
Your feet are on her chair.
Oh, well, you don't understand. I just got really long legs.
Here, you can have my seat.
NASA's Veg-01 experiment was first pioneered back in...
Oh, it's like that game we played in elementary school. Oregon Trail. That game had pioneers.
If we could all just please take our seats.
Oh, sure thing, Barb.
If you must call me by my name, it's Barbara, though I prefer to be called Dr. Marzahn in a professional setting.
Hey, you got it, Barb.
Doctor? Wait a second here. I've got this rash. My doctor says it's poison ivy, but I don't think she knows what she's talking about. Yeah, I think it's the fabric softener my wife's been using. What do you think?
I have no idea what that could be.
Some doctor.
As I was saying, one problem with plants in space is that due to the lack of gravity, they don't always grow straight.
Now. I was watching Star Trek last night, and Spock and Kirk, they're not floating around, and why don't you get a device like that?
That is a show, you idiot. Would you please sit down and let the doctor talk?
No, allow me. I was watching a show last night, Nova, and turns out they do have such a device. It's just too big to bring up into outer space, that's all.
No, you're both wrong. That whole anti-gravity thing, that's just something they made up in Hollywood. They just use a big water tank.
Well, if you'd like to purchase a copy of my book, The Mars Botanist, you'll see that the lack of gravity does have an effect on the growth of plants.
Let's talk here, because I think I've read this before somewhere. Author's name, Bob Martin. Right, I don't know who the publisher is, but you should definitely look it up. It's got a black cover, red letters, and I think a picture of Mars on it, if I'm not mistaken.
Does it look something like this?
Oh, hey, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
That's my book. My book. See? I'd be happy to explain any of this at the end. I've been sitting here for far too long signing books.
Are you sure it wasn't written by Bob Martin?
I'm sure.
She definitely wrote that book. But I hope you don't mind. I took the liberty of making some annotations, and I rewrote some of the chapters you got wrong. I pulled my desk up next to yours in the lobby to start a co-signing station. I'll be happy to answer anyone else's questions.
Dude, I didn't know you were an expert on space.